Alrighty. So, week 17. This is it, my friends. I hope I can call you friends. Being online, it's always a little challenging to figure that one out. But I know that, as I've said before, right, life has changed almost completely for some of us and not at all for others. So, this semester has been interesting to say the least. And as it comes to an end, as we wrap up this semester with our last Learn Together, I don't have any coding I want you to do now for this work. But what I'd like you to do is one of the most valuable things you can do for me is I want you to kind of look back over our course, take a glance through the weeks, and I want you to give me some feedback about the way this course went for you, right? And just in general, because obviously you've had, based on the fact that you're at a community college, you've had courses through your life. And I really do listen to feedback. And this JavaScript course has been one that I have been evolving over actually now I'm on my fourth year. And every year I've actually used a different course or materials. And I am looking to do that again. So, but if you thought the way that we used the Udemy course and then hopefully extended it for you, that was the goal with the Learn Together and with the Develop It, was we gave you introduction to concepts and then worked on assignments that, again, my hope is to extend those skills that knowledge of that code that you were exposed to. So I'm curious just how all that translated, because some part of my summer project is I have a couple things going on this summer. One is that I'm getting ready for my Python class. So again, if you're interested in that class, I'd love to tell you about it. It's right now set for the face-to-face mode on Wednesdays, but I am actually asking, I can't confirm this yet, but I am asking to move that to the online mode just because it makes sense to be online. And who knows what could happen during next semester. This having to transition, if you were in a face-to-face class, to online has been challenging for various reasons. And I would just like to start the next semester, completely online. So that's my first ask, is just that you look back at the course, give me any feedback that you feel. Remember, what you're really doing here is you're helping me think about future students to this course, and you're helping me brainstorm ideas, or gather your input about how well did it translate. Do you feel like it helped you move your knowledge forward? And if so, right, what are the things that you feel worked well, and what are the things that you feel didn't work so well? So that's the first part of this, is that part. And you're really doing it for the future students, for me, to make that future student experience better. And honestly, student feedback is something I roll into every course that I think about how the students are experiencing it. I mean, one of the reasons I chose the Udemy course was, I thought it was great content, but also the price point, right? I think the most you should have paid is $15 for that course. That's, to me, a pretty good price for what you got. I'm actually even looking at possibly doing just some online resources next semester, right? So that's the first part. That's really probably the main part of what I want you to do for this week, is give me that feedback. Which, by the way, if you don't feel comfortable giving me that feedback in this discussion board, although I hope you do, kind of based on our community of openness that I hope we've all established, that you feel that way. But if you don't, just drop me something into my inbox. And then I will, when I go to grade, consider that. I do want you to do the normal replies to other students' posts here. So we're at week 17. The week 17 lecture was the optional lecture. I'm just going to kind of review here that. And just to be clear, you need an hour there. Okay. And I know this is being recorded sequentially after the lecture, but in case you look at it before, because I had somebody submit, and so I thought this is perfect timing to mention this, you need to give me the link to the video, and right, it needs to be at least an hour of content. And the idea there is to help you get some more content for Dev 2. Okay, so Dev 2, just to look at it, since we're only 1 week, in this case, away. Oh, I will have the link to the signups as well. I will do that today. Right, so there's really just 2 options here. Well, actually, no, there's 3. Right, take what you did for Dev 1, refactor it into a class implementation. And when I say that, that means all the functionality you had for Dev 1, you need to have when you refactor. The only thing that you could drop in this case is the saving to the local storage. But if you want to do that, 15 extra points. So that's one option. Find an API that we've not used in this course, right? There's been several. Right, and make API call using async await or promises, and handle the result by presenting the data to the user focused in a user focused way in the browser, meaning make it look nice. This is the one I think I will add. You just need some additional functionality here besides getting the data and presenting it. I'm going to modify this to say just add some type of user interaction here in order to make this a complete project. And then, and I haven't had anybody talk to me yet, and actually the 10th is coming up, so, make up your own. So I will modify this one to add that piece that I just talked about. So that is your dev, and the code reviews. I do have the sheet up. Matter of fact, I'll just go ahead as we're chatting. I'll go ahead and link it in there, which will give me a chance to actually look at it with you just to confirm. Right. So these are all dates that fall during that finals week of the semester. In this case, I don't need to answer that. So Monday, Tuesday, and again, the reason there's no Wednesdays is that is my night class. Okay. So if you need something outside of this time frame, just reach out and let me know. The sooner the better, because once I have finished the Thursday night, I'll wake up Friday morning and I'll post grades. So the sooner you know, the better. Also, I will say this, is that final night, I've decided the final session is at 7 p.m. So I'm also going to make that the place in our course where if you want to do any late work, again, remember, late work is discounted 75%, but if you have anything that you've missed, 75%, assuming you get everything done, is better than nothing. Okay? Oh, so let me actually go ahead and do this. Now that I've chatted about it, you can see that it is indeed here, so that you can sign up for that, right? Same as the previous ones, and here is the Google sign up sheet. So I'm trying to think as I'm doing this, anything else we would need to chat about, and I don't think so. But the important thing is for you to understand what are the requirements. Oh, what happened there? I didn't hit cancel, did I? It's a problem when you're talking and, oh no, I did. It's there. Okay, so the important thing is to, watch this video, give me feedback on the course, things that you thought went well, things you'd like me to consider, any parts of it. What did would you suggest I use Andrew's course again? And then how well do you feel like what you learned in the course was translated by the other work that we did, the learn together and the development work? And so anything you would think, what, this would have been a better experience had we done this or this. So I would really appreciate that feedback. And then I already talked about the lectures and the Dev 2 I went over. I will add that one requirement today. Otherwise, I think that's it. So there is a place on the web that if you'd like to give me feedback, I always appreciate it. It's called rateyourprofessor.com. And I actually haven't been talking about this over the last couple of years, but I really would appreciate you if you have posted on that site feedback about this course. So again, this is a place students would go to look for feedback about instructors. If you feel whatever it is, whatever feedback you'd want to give those students, and it's anonymous. Obviously, I don't see who it is, but it is a way for you to help other students find instructors that may match with their style. So anyway, thank you very much. I very much appreciate this particular semester, and maybe just because I'm in it and we're at the end of it, but I have really enjoyed the code that you've been writing, getting to know you. I'm convinced more than ever at this point how important the devs have been, devs 0, 1, and 2. So 3 of them. I really believe in the importance of them, but maybe you'll tell me otherwise, and I'm totally open to that. So I just really appreciate that you were here and that you chose this course, and I look forward to seeing you maybe in my Python class, for sure in the Node class next semester, and then maybe in a future React JS, which I really have enjoyed teaching React this semester, and I've learned a lot about JavaScript because it's just a JavaScript framework. But the way they write it is, anyway, I won't go off the tangent on that. I just wanted to say thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in a future class. Please let me know if you have any questions. Peace.